Hi everybody, I am here with my college football bracket video for the 2025-26 college football playoffs. The 12-team field has been set, and I will go through and make my picks for each game. Full disclosure, I do not follow college football very closely. I will catch a game on Saturday if I'm not doing much else, but I definitely don't really have a team I follow closely, or I don't do a ton of betting on college football, but I definitely enjoy watching a good game if I happen to catch one. So, just going with my gut on these for the most part. So we'll see how I do. And I will jump right in with the James Madison, Oregon matchup. 12 seed versus a 5 seed. I'm going to go with Oregon. I think that would be one of the big shocks of college football history if James Madison manages to pull this off. But, anything can happen. So I'm picking Oregon, but it would be certainly exciting if JMU can find a way to win that one. And the next game on the bracket is Alabama versus Oklahoma, 9 versus 8 seed. I'm going to go with Oklahoma. I know there was some controversy about if Alabama even deserved to get in. I think they had 2 losses this year, which most teams don't get in with 2 losses, but Alabama's strength of schedule was tougher and other considerations, so they managed to squeeze in. But I think Oklahoma is going to knock them out in the first round and advance. The next game is Tulane and Ole Miss. I'm going to go with Ole Miss here. Tulane's another team that a lot of people don't really think is in the same class as some of these Big Ten SEC teams, and I tend to agree. It would be a pretty big surprise if they managed to pull off the win, but you never know. So I'll take 6 seed Ole Miss over 11 seed Tulane. And then the last game in the first round is number 10 Miami and number 7 Texas A&M. I'll go with Miami here. I think Miami can pull off the slight upset against A&M. So now moving into the quarterfinal round, Texas Tech is the 4 seed. They had one of the bye weeks. So in my bracket, they will play Oregon in the Orange Bowl. I think Oregon's going to keep rolling here and beat Texas Tech. So Oregon to make the semifinals, and then the number 1 seed is Indiana. They upset Ohio State in the Big Ten Championship to leapfrog them to that number 1 seed. They will play Oklahoma in the Rose Bowl, according to my bracket, and I think Indiana is going to win that one. Ole Miss and Georgia in the All-State Sugar Bowl. Georgia was the SEC champion. I think Georgia will beat Ole Miss to advance to the semifinals. And Ohio State, the 2 seed, is the final bye-week team. And I think they will beat Miami in the Cotton Bowl Classic. So my final 4 are Oregon and Indiana, and Georgia, Ohio State. I think Indiana will beat Oregon and advance to the championship. And I think Ohio State is going to beat Georgia in the Verbo Fiesta Bowl. And the other semifinal game is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. So as of now, or what I have for my championship according to my bracket, is Indiana, Ohio State, a rematch of the Big Ten championship that Indiana won. And this time, I think Ohio State gets their revenge and wins the national championship. So, this is my bracket. We'll see how I do. Feel free to leave me a comment. Let me know where I've got it wrong. And if you like someone different, should hopefully be an interesting tournament, and maybe we'll get some good upsets. Who knows? But looking forward to watching a few of these games, and yeah, we'll see how I do. So I will be back at some point soon with more NFL picks. I'm going to take a weekend off from that, as I mentioned last week. And we'll definitely pick that up at some point going forward. So be on the lookout for more NFL videos, and I've got an idea for another politics one I'm going to do sometime soon as well. So you will hear from me soon. Thank you as always to everyone who has liked and subscribed and commented. And I hope everyone has a nice week and enjoys the football this weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.